Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you so much for joining me for another pick a card reading. This pick a card came through as what your dreams want you to know at this time. Something around the power of choice, your power of choice, and aligning with your dream energy. So take a few moments to tune into the three different groups here. We have 1, 2, and 3. Take a nice deep breath and really allow your emotions, your heart, your soul to open up to receive whatever message you're meant to hear at this time. Always trust your intuition. Take whatever resonates with you, and if it doesn't resonate, simply know that that message isn't for you, okay? So I will put timestamps in the comments below. I'm so grateful to be here with each of you, and let's just get into it, shall we? All right, so group number 1. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart, souls, human beings? I'm so thankful, honored, grateful to be here with each of you. So let's see what your soul wants you to know about your dream energy, what your dreams want you to know at this time. Number 36, seek your answers within. Seek your answers within. I love this. The heart and the eye, the passionate, fiery heart. Seeing with your heart is very, very key to your dreams unfolding, okay? Eagle communion. Your soul is guiding you, and your soul is connected to everything in our environment, everything around us. So you should be receiving a lot of affirmation, synchronicity from nature at this time, from your own human nature, animal nature. I want to say nature in any form that's coming through for you is always going to affirm your dreams if you're in alignment with your dreams unfolding, because your dreams affect everything, right? So I'm feeling like if the animals are happy, if you're receiving a lot of affirmation when you're in that dream energy, that is your affirmation that your thoughts are in the right place, your heart is in the right place, you're seeing through your heart. Balance, career, and home life. We have Isis here, some feminine goddess energy to help support your dreams and finding that balance in the physical world, so that you feel that solid foundation of support. That's what allows you to really tune into your dreams. When you feel supported in your physical reality, when you can let go of worry and stress that things are going to get done or whatever it is, I feel like you're being supported greatly. Whenever you tune into your feminine energy, that intuitive power to really trust your instincts, trust your guts, trust your knowing, having the time to carve out for taking care of the things within your home life that bring stability so that you can focus on your career, whatever you need, balance in with your career. I feel like there's this very supportive, equal give and receive energy, which frees you up to allow you to stay focused on your dreams, to be in nature, to continue kind of like tuning in and planning your dreams. It's like a I'm feeling like a dream plan. There's like the physical reality, home and career life, and all the stuff that we as humans, participate in order to feel supported and have this human experience. And maybe there wasn't so much time in the past to really focus on dedicating time to a specific dream, or to just being in the stillness of the dream, being able to really feel into it and allow it to flow. I feel like there's a great balance coming in for you that really allows you to be all inclusive in your life. I'm hearing the word all inclusive. It includes everything, and that is a part of your dream. It's not like cutting out this or that. It's more so embracing the all and allowing that to guide you and navigate you, for this experience of whatever dream is unfolding for you right now. I feel like it's very, very supported, okay? Yeah, wishbone affirmation. Wishbone affirmation. This is affirming your wishes, your dreams, your desires, your hopes. Everything is supporting, what you feel inside to be true, something that's very beneficial, not just for you, but for everyone. Observer. I'm feeling nature here, like really observing you. Um, Here we have the fox, with the telescope, observing the world around him. And, he's sitting on this egg. And eggs to me always represent fertility, of course, and it's a dream unseen, right? That's yet to be manifested. And this fox obviously represents cleverness and intelligence, wittiness. And being the observer right now is really, really great because it allows you to receive the information and filter, what it is that you want to apply moving forward, what it is that you see, feel that can maybe be an ally to you moving forward. I'm definitely feeling this energy of like not needing to feel like you have to jump into something, like you have to grab a hold of this dream. Like the dream is already unfolding. And right now, I feel like you're in this energy where you're being guided to be more still within it, observe, and it's kind of like getting to pick and choose. You've chosen for your dream to unfold. You've chosen to take action steps towards living a life that feels really good to your heart and spirit. And now is the time of observing. We have envy, the number 20. So there is this balancing of evolvement energies is really how I'm feeling it. It's this energy of evolution, of growing with your dreams. In order for our dreams to materialize and continue materializing, we also need to grow with them. We need to materialize with the dream, right? We need to become, it's like as our dreams become suited for us, we become suited for our dreams. It's a two-way street. So I'm going to feel into that a little bit more. Divine connection, number 8. You are very connected in all of the best ways. There is a purity here. There's a tranquility, a peace, a recognition of the unfoldment of our growth process as human beings, our spiritual process, our emotional, mental, all of it, physical. I feel you are very aligned right now. The information you're receiving from your heart, your soul is very real. Okay, it's very real, and it's guiding you in ways that maybe others don't understand. Okay, so there's this feeling of envy. It's almost like and take this however it resonates, but it's this feeling of like almost like understanding the energy of envy and jealousy. Maybe in the past you experienced something where you're like, I want to live this kind of life. I want to have these kind of dreams. How can I make it happen? They can make it happen. I see it happening. How can I be there? And now you're in this place where you're there. You're making it happen through your choice, your desire to align with your soul, your heart, your highest timeline. I want to say there's like different timelines that we can all experience, and it is in the power of our choice, whatever we choose. I feel like you're choosing to make it happen instead of sitting back and watching others do it. It's like now's your time. It's like I feel like there's a compassion and an understanding here for that energy. There's something here that's empowering you to feel proud of bringing balance into your life, because it's not easy by any means. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, so again, an energy of meditation, of reflection, of feeling also this need to protect yourself, and be more observant, be more still, non-reactionary to things. Again, it's this energy of envy. There could be others who are feeling envious of you right now, feeling that energy of jealousy where they're seeing you make your dreams happen. They're seeing you become more positive, more aligned with your self-growth, receiving affirmations, synchronicities, and it may trigger them in a way where if you share things with certain people, they may feel a little envious, instead of happy for you. And I feel like your soul, your heart, your spirit's saying, don't pay any attention to that. Instead, observe it, recognize it as, maybe that is a person who is unwilling to grow at this time. And so they're experiencing feelings of envy, feeling like maybe they can't have what you have. However, we know that's not true. If there's anything we see in this world, if there's anything we want to experience in this world, we have the power to choose to align with it and experience it. So there's never a reason to be envious. unless we're learning a lesson. And I feel like maybe you are someone who can help others see that, but it's not about focusing on other people. It's about recognizing it within yourself and moving forward with that awareness. Okay. The Three of Wands and the Fool. Okay. The Three of Wands and the Fool and the Four of Swords. So you're very inspired right now, and there's no going back. You're not even looking back. You're not thinking about, I want to say, you're not thinking about past actions in terms of um, mistakes. I feel like you've come to this place where it's like you're in a clean slate. You've cleared the energy from the past. You've done a lot of self-growth and healing. You're ready to embrace the opportunity of your dreams unfolding. It's almost like your power of choice now is truly rooted in your heart, and you're naturally choosing what is right for you. So it's almost like you don't have to think about your choices as much as you used to. Your choices now reflect where you are, where you're going, and every choice you make allows you to experience the unfoldment of your dream even more every day. Every day your dream unfolds more and more, and you know that the answers that you need to your questions are truly inside of you. They're affirmed inside of you. So it's a period of time where you're reflecting on things. You're able to take stock of where you've been, how far you've come, what you want to embrace moving forward, the lessons you've learned. But it's like you're not turning around, you're not looking back, you're not even worried. I'm feeling this energy with the Fool again. It's like there's no need to jump in like super fast and grab a hold of something like it's going to slip away. I feel like you've taken this leap of faith, you have this clean slate, you're on this new adventure. And even like getting started, there's no rush. You've already started the day you were born. It's almost like with saying yes to your dreams, there comes this ease of like feeling like you don't have to do this, do that, do this, do that. It's more so unfolding naturally, like, yeah, and here there's this beautiful rose. I'm going to smell the rose. I'm not going to just pass by it and get to my destination, because I almost feel like, there's a recognition of there is no real destination, so to speak. It's more so aligning with the dream energy and experiencing that every day, and allowing the surprises and the joys and the gifts of life to just be around you and to appreciate them when you see them. There's no hurry. You're going at your own pace, slow and steady, which is the way you want to go. That's what allows you to remain young at heart. To remain youthful in your approach to life is going slow and steady, going at your own pace. It's not a race, and I feel like I'm feeling this envy energy of like, it's interesting. It's almost like, for me, for example, I was taught by very many people that, you've got to go fast. If something is shown to you, you've got to take a hold of it right then and go. The universe loves it when you move fast. The universe loves it when you take action. And all of those things are true. However, they can also be, I'm hearing like they can also be detrimental to our growth in a way that's not positive. They can take us into energies of envy and jealousy and lack, because we feel like we should be, farther ahead, or we feel like we should have done this. It's like it brings us into that energy of doubt. What I'm learning through everything my soul's teaching me, and we're all on a different journey. So again, take what resonates with you. Sometimes, we're guided to go move quicker, to take action, to get something started. But there comes a point where we're living our dream. We're living our life. Our life is our dream. And when we take time out to observe, when we take time to reflect and really say yes to our dreams, we recognize that when we say yes to that dream, it's all about how we feel. We want to feel good. We don't want to feel rushed every day and like we have to do this and have to do that. To me, that doesn't sound very dreamy. To me, that sounds like chores and hard work and all of this. My dream is like just going slow at my own pace, waking up whenever I want to, going to sleep when I want to, eating what I want to, going where I want to, being leisurely, being lazy, being active when I feel it, being adventurous when I feel it. Like there's no right or wrong. It's all about what I want, when I want it. Right? That's like a dream. So I feel like, no matter what you're doing, keep being yourself. And there's something here about this energy of envy. It keeps like wanting to pull me in. It's almost like it's like, oh yeah, all this great stuff's happening, but look at me, the envy, and it's like, we see you, envy. We see you. And, we know that you teach us very many lessons, this energy of envy, that it teaches us we can truly have whatever we desire. And it's about focusing on seeing through the heart. It's about allowing life to bring us joy every day, stopping to smell the roses, knowing that we have companions along the way, spirit guides, we have support, all of this. Yeah, this energy exists. However, it's only useful if it serves as a catalyst for us to really see the bigger picture. So I feel like your soul wants you to know that you're divinely connected, that your wishes are being affirmed because they're unfolding. Your dreams are unfolding, and you've taken the approach of being the observer and taking ownership of everything in your life, like recognizing how your choices have led to certain things, learning from those, and moving forward with what continues to work, and not engaging with what didn't work in the past. Okay. I am surrounded and filled with infinite wisdom. I am one with the very power that created me. This power loves all its creations, including me. I'm feeling this very, it's like assured connection with your power, with your soul, with the one consciousness, life consciousness. And I feel like you need that affirmation more than anything, more than, that your dreams are unfolding and all of this, because that connection to your source, that connection to your soul, the one consciousness, the life force energy, however you want to view it, is the very most important first step in your dreams unfolding, right? Because that's what guides our dreams, that connection. So I feel like your soul is affirming that for you, that you are at one. You are one with the very power of life. You're one with the power of creation. You're one with the power of love. And that is truly connected to everything and everyone. And through that feeling, it guides you and navigates you. Your heart is the compass, Um, I'm really feeling the earth elements here: fire, air, water, earth, ether. Like there is a very beautiful connection that happens when we are truly one with the power. We feel that in our environment more so than ever. We become very observant, very aware of nature, because nature is connected to us and guiding us at all times. Whereas like people, if people are disconnected, they may give us the wrong signals or answers to our questions or whatever. So it's really important that you seek your answers within always. Your most important questions, those answers are sought within and affirmed through your own knowing of where to receive that affirmation, whether it's just through your own feelings. If you need a little extra affirmation through, going for a walk, for example, in nature, and like the birds talking to you and seeing a special flower that's your favorite, all those little things that happen that nobody could create. Only nature, the power of one, could create that for you. So it's really important that you listen to your intuition right now, as I'm feeling like it's like there's this energy here where you're allowing your mind to rest. You're allowing the thoughts to not be the what is navigating you. It's more so your inspired feelings, your passion, your knowing, your body, your instincts, your intuition. And if there's any sort of negative thoughts, any sort of thoughts that are distracting you from your dream unfolding, you're going into meditation. You're going into reflection mode, observing, being like, okay, I'm seeing this from the right place, and you're here, with this clean slate, new start, and it's an adventure that feels so good that you can go at your own pace, take your time. There's no need to rush or bounce around or feel anxiety, like your career, your home life. And I feel like if there's, if that's feeling imbalanced, balance is coming in for you. So you'll as long as your heart is open, you receive the supportive ideas, you receive the supportive help. There's something here about just knowing that you're supported, and that there's an empowerment energy that comes with your career and your home life, where you need to feel empowered. You need to feel like your dream also supports your home life, your career life. It can't be this like wishy-washy, fairy type of thing where it's like a fantasy. It has to be real. And it is very much real. It's almost so real that it creates envy. Like, I wish I could do that. Whatever this is. Okay, I don't know. You do, though. And so your postcard from Spirit says, live your dreams. Live your dreams. I'm seeing it's kind of dark in here right now. May need to turn on a light. Let me do that really quick. Hold on 1 second. Let me just see if it helps. All right. It got kind of cloudy today. We're actually having, I live in Oregon, and there's some fires happening around the state. So it's a bit smoky and cloudy when it's supposed to be sunny. But that's okay. We're used to it here. And whatever is happening is clearing way for all the new growth, right? So your postcard says, dearest you, over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's important for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. Okay, so what I'm feeling is really important for you to understand is that anytime you're feeling energies of envy or jealousy, lack, I'm even hearing greed or sadness or depression, to allow your heart to shift into focus. Allow your eyes to go into your heart and see from your heart instead of the mind. And I love this because it's like saying, no matter what, like the thoughts that are out there, they're out there. So we can choose to listen to them all day long, or we can simply say, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going into meditation. I want to hear the words, the guidance whispered from my own heart and soul, from the unseen. The unseen watches us at all times, whether people like to hear that or not. It's there for us. We are the unseen just as much as we are the seen. So, it's like if you have someone with you, for example, that really sees the good in you, really sees the best in you, is your friend, really brings out all the wonderful things in your world, someone who inspires you. If you can think of someone who would have your back no matter what and would encourage you to follow your dreams, imagine them in the unseen. If they're not with you in the physical, imagine them in the unseen watching you. It's like, what would you do? How would your choices reflect whatever it is that you're experiencing? For me, knowing, like, for example, my mom, she's on the other side, I can feel her. And anytime I'm feeling doubt about my dreams or feeling doubt about myself, I can feel her and what she would say to me and remind me, of who I am and what I'm capable of. And also, she's passed away, so she's like, don't you be so depressed. It could be worse, right? So I just feel like these are things we all struggle with. And if we can overcome and evolve, allow ourselves to evolve, which our dreams are living our dreams is the catalyst. And I was having these realizations not too long ago. It's like, if we do not say yes to our dreams, if we do not say yes to photographing the beauty in nature, no one's going to see the picture, right? If we don't say yes to planting a garden, there's no fresh food to eat. If we don't say yes to creating beautiful spaces, to loving each other, to being kind to each other, then all we have is rudeness and frustration. It's like, that stuff is already here in the world. So all we can do is recognize it and do our best to become who we truly want to become, who we want to see in this world. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with envy, jealousy, lack, and it's not because they want to, right? It's because we've been conditioned and programmed from such a young age, and we are choosing to break free of that. And it's very can be very difficult at times. So just know that you're so supported beyond anything you could ever imagine, that you have amazing spirit guides, you have supportive energies that are always affirming you. Yes, you're on the right track. Listen to your heart and soul when it comes to affirming your choices and what is right for you versus listening to, people who are in their heads, who have been conditioned as well. They just haven't reached that point where they're breaking free of it, and they may never. And that is the truth of life. We're all reaching for growth and having amazing experiences, but not all of us reach that potential. Okay, so it's like when you succeed, I succeed. When I succeed, you succeed. It's that mentality of being successful even when others are not, if you can. Some of us reach a point in our mental health where we have a breakdown and we can't move forward. We can't continue going on because physically, energetically, we have to take time out for ourselves. So I feel like no matter what, continue feeding your dream, your inspiration, your love, because that is what's going to keep you healthy and sane. Anytime you're facing things in the world that feel like they're trying to crush your dreams or your hopes, okay, finding that balance within your home life and your career will bring so much additional security and stability to you manifesting your dreams. So know you have that support. It's a very divine connection. And like Spirit said, they can see things that we can't. And so that information comes through very subtly through your feelings, through your heart. And that's why I like seeing the Four of Swords here. Anytime thoughts become a little bit heavy, deterring us, distracting us, going into the heart, to allow see yourself, armored. It's like see yourself armored. It's like see your Merkaba. I like to see my Merkaba. One of the ways I see my Merkaba, and I see it as like a sphere around me. And I very much resonate or relate to the term Heyoka empath. Whenever I feel like I'm receiving a bombardment of negative energies or thoughts, I like to see my Merkaba turn into a two-way mirror. So it's like I can see out, but they can't see me. And it's also the old saying, like when you're a kid, like, oh, I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. It's like in my mind, I see it that way, almost like, it's like instead of those thoughts being pointed at me and seeing the effect of what those thoughts do, for them to see that effect, they no longer do that. They see themselves and it bounces right back to themselves, and they can feel the effects of their own words if they so choose, or they can choose different words. I had a great idea for a Halloween costume this year. I'll share it with you really quick, but I was thinking, how funny would it be to wear a mask that was a mirror, or just like have a mirror as your head, so that whoever you see, whoever like you're talking to, it's like they're looking at their face. Because it's like if we can see each other, as these reflections of ourselves, if we can see how we're behaving or how we're speaking out to the universe, it helps us, in so many ways. It helps us see exactly what we're putting out there so that we can then affirm, what's going on in our reality. I feel like this energy of envy is, it's very similar to that. It's like, we're a lot of people are, feel jealous of people that they love or care about, but we're all in this together. We all want to root for each other's success. We don't ever want to be jealous of each other or feel envious of each other. We want to be able to be happy for each other. We want to share our good fortune with our friends and family. And it's like, don't they want to share it with us? There's so many ways I could go into it. And, I completely relate. We're all human. We all go through these things. So anytime you're feeling a little bogged down, just remember to turn to your heart and soul, meditate, observe, tune into nature. I know it's like, we hear this a lot, but it's so true. And it can uplift our spirits just to that point enough where, okay, there I am. I see myself. I know the truth. My connection to my soul, my heart, my spirit. I'm empowered. I can be in the world of career and home life and all of this, and still also be in the world of my dreams. It's all inclusive. It's all blending into one beautiful life. It's not just one thing or the other. Your life is all inclusive. It includes everything. And we are here together, whether we like certain energies or not. It's learning how to respond to those energies that we don't necessarily feel alignment with. Because even when we find our alignment, um, it's like, for example, I'll use myself as an example. I feel very much aligned within my heart and spirit, and yet there are energies that I work with on a daily basis that aren't always very comfortable for me, and if I didn't rely on my spirit team, my own soul, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do this. It would just be too much for me. It's because I trust my heart and my soul that I'm able to actually bring change to a challenging situation, or transmute an energy that's very wounded and pain into, its trans or help it heal and transmute to its original self, which is love. So see the goodness in what you're doing, and being able to respond to situations versus reacting, being able to say yes to your dreams, even if, there's a lot of resistance around you. Don't allow yourself to have that resistance to your own dreams unfolding. That in itself is such an inspiration for those of us that are right there with you doing the same thing. Okay. We're doing the same thing, and we're all in this together. And, each time we succeed, we create that energy of success for each other. We're all connected. So congratulations to you. Keep going. You're strong. You're amazing. You have that fire and grit and stoic energy for a reason right now, to allow you to be an observer, to allow you to be strong whenever energies try to trick you into feeling weak, or and I say trick because, it's like, there's something here about Halloween. I'm feeling Halloween coming up. It's July, almost August. Um, it's an interesting energy. I kind of, maybe it's because I always feel like it's Halloween in some way. There's this energy of trick and treat. It's about being in alignment. When you're in alignment, no matter what energies are around, floating around, trick or treat, you have a resonancy with either one. You know how to respond to either one. That is your power. Your power can go anywhere. Your power can navigate, can go anywhere, because no matter what's around you, you can respond in love in any way, even if it's just observing. Maybe it's complimenting. I don't know. Sorry, my camera cut off somewhere, so I'm just going to keep going. Sorry, group number one. But there is such a beautiful, supportive energy here for you. And I feel like there's a lesson in envy, in jealousy. And so whenever you come across that in your physical reality with anyone else, you're going to know how to respond to it in a way that serves you and the other person. It's really important that you stay aligned to your truth. There's no reason to say something you don't mean, or I feel like there's even like this, like, there's nothing for you to avoid. You don't need to avoid anything. When you're naturally in that energy of alignment with yourself, you'll find that those energies could just kind of stay away from you. They may watch you from a distance and try to project things towards you, to hinder your dreams or slow you down in your unfoldment of dreams. But as long as you are tuned into your heart, your soul, I mean, you see the bear here, the bear holding the heart, right? You're like this beautiful bear, so powerful, so amazing. I couldn't imagine that this lady, who's so envious, could do anything to this bear. Even if she was super envious of the bear, for example, all she could do is really watch from a distance. So it's allowing people to be and go through whatever they need to experience, and not allowing it to stop you or hinder you from your dreams unfolding. This is your heart. This is, you're seeing through the energy of love, through your passions, your inspirations that are aligned to life unfolding in the most beautiful ways. So keep going, okay? Your soul is like this beautiful bear, so powerful, so protective, and yet gentle. Gentle and kind, and here to protect life and all of its beautiful essence, okay? So such a beautiful message. Definitely keep going. All right, keep going. You're so supported. This is a beautiful new beginning for you in so many ways. And I'm feeling like it's so energetic. It's like this beginning of feeling that energetic alignment with your heart and your soul that gives you the affirmation to keep going forward. And it will get better and better every day. It will just keep getting better and better every day. Okay, group number one. I hope you enjoyed this reading, that it resonated and just brought affirmation and wisdom and guidance for you moving forward. I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. Ooh, we have a little thunder in the background, a little thunder, lightning, storm. So thank you for your strength and your love and your power to manifest your dreams. You're definitely supported, seen and unseen, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so, so much for being you, and I'll see you all again for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number two. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful you're here. So let's see what your soul wants you to know at this time. Let the emotions flow. Let the emotions flow. It's the number 23. Fire, passion. Ooh, wow. Peace offering. White buffalo calf woman. There is a lot of raw energy here. Wow. Really raw, authentic, powerful energy. Very inspired. Very much, I want to say, like higher road type of energy. Like you are really being guided to take the higher road, to heal, to be this amazing aligned person following his or her hearts and dreams. Like you are very much in tune with the earth elements. And when I say earth elements, I mean water, air, fire, earth, ether, air, water, air, fire. Wow. You're someone who can bring a lot of peace. It's interesting. You're a very peaceful person, and it's almost like bringing peace through your passion, through your emotions is almost like unheard of in today's world. But it's very, very cool because I'm speechless. The words want to flow out like water, but it's just like, wow. It's been a while since I felt this energy out there. We have book knowledge. Okay, you're very special. You're very, very special, and you really are a peaceful warrior. You're a peaceful warrior. You have so much passion, so much fire, so much inspiration, so much emotion, raw emotion, but it is so aligned to life. It is so aligned to life, sacred life, love, dream energy, ease, grace, style, manifesting beauty, living life, creation life. Creation, like magic. Like creation is so amazing, and I feel like we as humanity have muted it. It's like been muted, or it's like when you see those shows or whatever, like the colors fading from life, it feels like we've been living that way for a long time. And I feel like you're like the color, you're the passion, you're the fire. You're very in tune with wisdom and esoteric knowledge and the earthly elements and magic, and it's all, it all stems from or is rooted in this place of like such peace. Such peace. It's like being able to see why we are so restless, being able to see why we're so distraught. And it's because we feel restricted from really embracing our power, which is so magical and loving that, we really do have the power to create a whole new world if we truly so desire, right? Flexible, number 19. Wow. Let me lay all these out. Yin Yang, number 22. Amazing. Practical intuition, number 30. I love this. Temperance, wow. 10 of Pentacles, oh my goodness. And the Lovers, wow. You're like one of those people. You're like one of those people that's like, wow. Who are you? Like you are amazing, and I feel like maybe not so many people know yet quite how amazing you are. Not that you need them to, but it's like when someone like me sees someone like you, I'm just like, wow. I'm like, wow. I open myself to all good. I receive life's gifts with joy and pleasure and gratitude, okay? You are about to receive some very amazing magical flow in your life from here on out, okay? You need to know how amazing you are. You're very in tune with the energy, the life force energy, yin, yang, life, death, light, dark, good, bad, up, down, right, wrong, round and round. Here we go. It's like you've been learning so much. There's so much you've been learning. You've chosen to be authentic. You've chosen to be yourself. You have chosen to learn what it feels like to bring balance and harmony and alchemy into your life, which is no easy feat by any means in today's world. It is very, very much something that you need to become flexible, aware, adaptable of what's going on around you. You need to also be aware that not everything is the same. There are so many different energies at play, and it's learning how to find that balance and alchemy, until we get just the right consistency or taste or quality, right? Wow. I mean, with the lovers here, the 10 of Pentacles and the Temperance, you're definitely in alignment to be someone who leaves a legacy of such dreamy energy, right? Like, I want to be your kid. I want to be your grandkid, right? Like, this is really, really, really beautiful to feel, okay? Your emotions are a very powerful guidance system for you. Like, your emotions alert you, affirm for you what is good, what is true, and it's based on that sacred flow. It's based on that sacred life force energy that lives within all of us. And when we tune into it, when we really feel it for ourselves, we understand. There's nothing anyone else could say to make us understand. We recognize we have to experience it to fully understand it. I feel like there's been so much knowledge that you've received, ingested, digested, taken in, and it's like learning how to express what it is that you want to see manifest in this world, what it is that you want to align to in this world. And it has to do with your passions and your emotional fulfillment. It has to do with living in peace. There may be people in your life right now that you're being encouraged to make peace with, um, to take that higher road, to be an example of peace. And as you do that, and as you're able to close, so to speak, like chapters in your life, or really bring relationships to a close where you feel that peace, that resolution, like you've brought that resolution to your end of it, your side of it, whatever that means to you. It's like the practical intuition. There's acceptance with certain things. It's being able to accept things you cannot change. It's accepting what you can change. It's recognizing how flexible you are, how adaptable you are, how you're able to go with the flow. It's like, that life isn't always going to be perfect. There are other people in this world. There are other energies, other things happening, and it all creates our experience. Without experiencing darker energies or challenging energies or frustrating energies, we don't learn who we truly are. We don't learn how we're able to respond to certain things in our lives with that higher power, so to speak, or that soul power, that heart power. You're mastering a lot in your life right now. It's like I feel like your soul wants you to know that you've reached a level of self-mastery where you're able now to open up and receive the gifts of your heart. It's like receiving the fruits of your labor. It's like you're going to start receiving the beautiful, juicy, ripe, amazingly sweet, tender fruits of your labor. And there's nothing that can compare to that, nothing that can compare to that. You know that you deserve it. You've been aligned with this. You're going to start receiving it, and you're opening yourself to all the good. You're opening yourself to all of the beautiful, beneficial, dreamy energy of who you really are, of life itself. And it's almost like you are this book of knowledge. You're this beautiful book of knowledge. It's very fluid, very flexible. You're someone who's very capable of leading a legacy. You have the wisdom, the know-how, the partnership qualities. You know what it means to be in love. You know what love requires. That it is taking the higher road at times, even when others don't. It's being that stable force of love in your life, which, it's like everyone feels that around you. Everything feels that around you. You're very adaptable, and you've become very aware of how to alchemize energies. It's like, okay, if this isn't going so great, but this is, how can I bring these two worlds together? Or what needs to happen for there to be balance within this world? Like, I feel like you're very practical and understanding that you can't make everything happen the way you want it to, and yet what you're doing is perfect. Um, let's see what your postcard from Spirit says. You are magic. See, you are magic. Of course you are. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence, but the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too, imperfect and human, complex or simple, it doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Loving you like crazy. I love that, okay? I feel like a lot of people in the world can say that being spiritual is crazy, maybe call us crazy for being so spiritual. But being crazy is not always a bad thing, right? Being crazy depends on your perspective. It's like, what are flaws and imperfection? What are they truly? Some people may look at someone and say, oh, well, they're not perfect, they're not this, they're not that, they have work to do, blah blah blah. Well, if you just really listen to that energy, it's like, we don't want to be talking to ourselves like that. And that's an energy where it only brings us down. It only creates more lack. It only creates more confusion, more disassociation with your spirit and who you really are. So it's recognizing that, not taking it personal, choosing not to be someone who thinks like that, and instead embracing who you really are, allowing the love of your soul to guide you, which is empowerment, which is magic, and can seem a little crazy to those who can't hear the music of your soul. Don't pay any attention to that. Don't take that to heart. You're not crazy. You're not insane. You're not mean. You're not better than anyone else. In fact, you are perfect just as you are. We are perfect just as we are. When we choose to embrace that mentality, we choose to learn and grow. We become better. We become more stable. We become more empathic. We become more aware and observant of everything. We become more flexible and adaptable. When we can choose to learn how to balance the lovers. It's all about choice, right? It's all about choosing to be authentic. It's all about choosing to take ownership and responsibility for who we are, to create who we are in the physical reality, not based upon anyone else's defiance of us, but it's based on how we define ourselves. It's based on how we feel within ourselves. So let the emotions flow. I feel like there's also an energy here of pent up emotions where maybe, I'm seeing her in nature, maybe taking some time in nature to allow the emotions to flow. Even here in this fire passion card, it's to me a very emotional card. It's the passion, the fire. It's very active. It's very physical, performing a dance, a ritual, a sacred appreciation for the elements of life, for the life force energy, for that feeling of inspiration that, wants us to get up every day and experience life to the fullest. There's magic and power, and yet it doesn't need to be scary or crazy. It's amazing, right? So I feel like you are in alignment for this amazing legacy to manifest. Like, you are learning how to bring balance into your reality. You're creating a legacy of stability, of love, of abundance, prosperity, of closeness, of feeling that intimate connection with those in your life, of trust, of worthiness, mastery, self mastery, definitely with temperance here. Um, because temperance is being able to work with different energies, even energies that we may not feel comfortable with, and learning how to become comfortable with them, not changing the energies, but instead allowing ourselves to approach something from a new perspective, changing ourselves and the way that we perceive the world, maybe changing from letting go of fear rooted ideas and thoughts to embracing thoughts that are rooted in love and abundance and security and strength, compassion, practical intuition, using your intuition in a practical way, in a way that's very co-creative here with the number 30, co-creative, infinite possibilities and opportunities. Um, and also I'm seeing like the circle. There's like this circle. It's like seeing yourself as the intimate, the intimate. You're like the intimate, beautiful, aligned person, and seeing everyone around you in that energy, receiving that energy, and allowing them to either align with it or not. It's like I feel like you're very flexible, you're very open, and yet there's no reason for you to overextend yourself and change yourself. You are perfect just as you are. I don't care if you feel like you have flaws, if you have imperfections. We all feel that way. I mean, I have many flaws and imperfections, that's for sure. And if I listened to those, I wouldn't be doing stuff like this. I wouldn't be planting seeds in my garden, or maybe, wearing a super cute dress that I bought the other day. It's like I can feed my imperfections and flaws and, their insecurities, or I can say, you know what, I love myself regardless. I love that I'm a little crazy. I think outside the box, because it's what allows me to learn more about myself and experience life in a very fun, fulfilling way that I can share with others. I can share with myself and anyone. Um, and it brings a lot of joy. It brings a lot of magic, a lot of color. When did life get so non-magical? Because I remember growing up as a kid and it was always so magical. Even when it wasn't, like, it was more accepted. There was more in my reality that was accepted than there is today. And I feel like that stems a lot from, fears of whatever's happened in our world in the recent past couple of years. So it's all priming us to, it's like a foundation. We can choose to embrace everything that's happening and become stronger, wiser, more skilled in our alchemical magicians, magic, alchemy, mastery, being a lover, not a hater, being a lover. And even if you feel like you have to fight for something, it's even perceiving fighting in a whole new way, not necessarily fighting like to hurt anyone, but it's more so fighting for yourself in terms of, standing up for love, having that resiliency, having that strength, having that, even sometimes a bit of a sarcastic attitude to be able to tolerate, something that may feel intolerable in a moment. That's why I feel like offering peace, if we're offering peace, we're in that energy of peace. Take it or leave it. When you offer that peace, when it's true to your heart and soul, when you mean it, you can offer it whether it's received or not, and you can continue moving forward in that peaceful energy. It's your intention to create peace. It's your intention to create fire and passion that is enjoyable for yourself and others. So staying very in tune with the earth, recognizing the yin, the yang in life, the light, the dark, right? And light and dark is not good or bad. Light and dark is just like love. Love is not good or bad. It is. And everything truly at the foundation, at the core, is love. Everything is light and dark, or light and shadow. Can't have one without the other. So fear is a very natural part of life, and yet it doesn't need to overrule. Dark is a very natural part of life, and yet it doesn't need to be scary, because it's not. Light can be equally as scary as dark. Love can be equally as scary as fear, in my opinion. And so it's all about our trust within ourselves, our alignment, and knowledge. Knowledge is received by our own selves. We write the books, we read the books. You're becoming a book of knowledge yourself, and whatever you share comes from that point of experience, of wisdom, of understanding, the cause and effect of whatever it is that you've been through. So now is the time for you to open yourself up to all the good, okay? All the good that you've been attracting, manifesting. It's time for you to receive. okay? The gifts of life with joy and pleasure and gratitude. Remember to be grateful and to receive them in a pleasurable way, to be thankful, because that's what will continue solidifying those gifts in your life. That will continue growing, you'll continue receiving, and as you continue receiving, you'll be able to continue giving, right? We give what we need what we give, right? It's like there's this energy of you'll be able to let go of needing. So this energy of neediness, of necessity, it's already taken care of for you. With the Ten of Pentacles here, the Temperance, the Lovers, you understand a level of self-mastery with your emotions, allowing your emotions to flow in a way that is serving you, yourself, and others. It's very beneficial. Okay, it's not like reacting to things and having to learn from that reaction. You're able now to respond to things, to remain flexible, adaptable, and approach things from that place of your, your soul, your heart, the higher road, so to speak. Um, it doesn't mean you're better than anyone. It doesn't mean you're worse than anyone. It just means you're aligned. And I feel like that's really helpful for someone like me. It's like I'm either aligned or I'm feeling a little misaligned. And if I'm feeling misaligned, then I can't really blame other people in my life for, anything. I said that it was an interesting way to say it, but it's like when you feel your alignment, it no longer makes sense to be in that energy of blame or, projecting things. It makes more sense to just continue taking ownership of your own self, your own choices, and being grateful and receiving the gifts of, the abundance, the joy, the happiness that come with it. You create your own experiences from this point moving forward. It's like to recognize that is going to really help you become even more masterful every day in your own intuition, your own balance, your own understanding of life around you, and to become, however flexible you need to become. Maybe even, I feel like this, again, with this egg here, there's this energy of fertility, of, and this one, there's a face on the egg with the eyes closed, almost like there's a dream in this egg. And it's not going to hatch before it's ready. It's gestating. It's coming into life. And so it's important for this woman to remain flexible. Maybe she's an acrobat. I always see her as an acrobat. Maybe it's her dream to perform, in front of a big audience or something like that. And so while she's waiting for this time to arrive, and I feel like this egg is like that time when it hatches, she's practicing her flexibility. She's learning more about her own body, her own movement. And as the egg hatches, she'll be ready to go. Like she's stretched, she's primed, she's, in the flow. It's like being flexible. We're always in the flow. We're always in that feeling of alignment. When our body feels like it can move freely, that creates safety within our emotions to flow. I feel like your body and your emotions right now are very aligned. When you allow your emotions to flow, it's there's nothing to worry about. You're going to allow them to flow in a way that's healthy for you, in a way that's right for you. And it's also going to allow you to have wisdom to share with others in your own legacy. I'm feeling like you have this legacy, a legacy for yourself, a legacy of people that are beyond you that will be affected very much in a positive way in the future, because you are the cause. You are the cause of it's like, it's beautiful. It's just like I'm feeling like, it's like I'm seeing a vision of your heart lighting up like a candle, and the people around you, their hearts lighting up like candles too, because they see that you're doing it. Now they're doing it. And it's like this cause and effect that just continues on. I'm almost seeing it like dominoes, like when you push a domino and it just keeps going. It's very interesting. And there's no right or wrong way. It's almost like when you set up the dominoes, you don't have to do it a special way. You can do it whatever way you want to. As long as you're rooted in your dream, your love, that energy of truth, honesty, recognizing we all have emotions, recognizing we all have fears, we all have flaws. And when you are in a place in your life where you've learned not to beat yourself up over certain imperfections or flaws. Um, it's like we give permission to others to stop doing that to themselves too. We've all been conditioned, not all of us, but a lot of us from a young age. It's like they conditioned us to beat ourselves up so that they didn't have to do it. And then we just kept it up, right? It almost feels like that, letting go of all that, like recognizing these very subtle things and being fully in alignment with your own feelings, your own intuition, your own body, knowing what's right for you, allowing yourself to learn, from sources that are, other people that have been through it, learning wisdom from others, allowing yourself to maybe even write your own book. You may have a book, you may have wisdom and knowledge that you want to share with the collective that's, really helpful for those that have been through similar experiences. There's definitely a passion here that's fueling you, and it's your heart and soul, the peace offering. And when you feel that, when you feel that alignment with the peace, there's something here with the peace offering. And I feel it's really important for you to extend the peace offering. It's not about waiting for anyone else to do things for you. It's about you recognizing you have the power and your power of choice to choose peace for yourself right now, to choose alignment for yourself right now, balance, harmony, flexibility, all inclusive. And it's really important that you allow your emotions to flow. So creating environments of safety within your own body, your own reality, that your emotions feel safe to flow, they feel safe to experience life. And as you open yourself up to the good, your emotions, yeah, they want to flow. They want to feel the good stuff, not just the bad stuff. Okay, so there's nothing to fear, and you're not crazy. You're amazing. Okay, you're very intelligent. You're very in tune with the spiritual nature, the spiritual laws, which are the root of our entire physical existence. Okay, so keep being your amazing self, your lover self, creating this legacy for yourself and those you love. You're the alchemist. Okay, the alchemist, the wisdom keeper, the fire, the passion, the emotions. I feel like in the future, even, you're someone that people in your legacy will be so grateful, that you had the strength to take the steps that were necessary to bring that all into manifestation. I feel like there's many that will benefit because of the choices you're making today, and that's really, really beautiful. That's so fulfilling in so many ways. So remain flexible and open, to the passion, to the fire, to the peace, to the earth, receiving that practical intuition that allows you to make decisions in your everyday life that are very logical, very reasonable. And, whatever energy is making you feel a little crazy, just know that that's its intention, is to make you feel a little crazy, and receive it as, it's like with the temperance here. If someone says you're crazy, don't take it to heart, in a negative way. Instead, you can transmute that, by either seeing yourself surrounded and protected by love, whereas like nothing negative can penetrate your emotions, or you can be more proactive about it and just be like, thank you, I am crazy. I'm crazy in all the best ways. I'm crazy in all the ways that allow me to manifest dreams and to share those dreams with others. Be really, I feel like, be really in it for yourself, like stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself, speak life into yourself. Stand up for yourself the way that you would expect someone who actually loves you to stand up for you, because someone who actually loves you, who actually believes in you, who has your best intentions at hand, would never put you down or say something to you that would make you feel less than who you really are. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of that in the world that's, especially with social media and technology and all the ideas that are out there. It's like people are just so quick to be like, oh, well, that person's crazy, or they're crazy, or they're emotionally unstable, or whatever they are, or they're, into that esoteric stuff, or whatever it is. Like, it's like you have to learn to take it with a grain of salt. Tears are the salt of the earth, right? I mean, there's a lot to be said for emotions, and when we find that emotional strength, that emotional stability, that's what allows us to be flexible, fluid, loving, soft. You don't want to become rigid and hard, and you're a lover, so don't become a hater. The haters get kind of old quickly. They look aged. Their bodies have trouble working. There becomes blockages. So it's like really about taking your perspective and holding it as sacred, seeing your emotions as sacred. And even like I'm even seeing like the water, her tears are flowing from the goddess, from Mother Nature. They're very sacred, they're very pure. There's a lot of really beautiful energy in here. And it nourishes the earth, it nourishes the life force around her. She's seeing with her third eye, which is that telepathic communication, right, to your soul, to the life force energy. She's already in her heart. She's enveloped in the heart of nature, in the heart of that beautiful goddess template energy, which is very abundant, very fertile, very full of life, and it's all embracing. I mean, even I see here on her crown is a creature, that may appear dark or, in some way, and yet it's all a part of who we are. There is no good and bad when you're in love. When you're in love, when you're in that energy of love, the bad is simply a perception, right? It's like there's this energy of neutrality here that you're being asked to embrace, being neutral, remaining neutral, allowing the knowledge, the knowledge to serve you, the fire and the passion to serve you, in those energies of love. Even in this card, she's tuning into earth in the middle of the night all by herself, because she knows that what she's doing is connecting to the energies of life in a very real way. Even the little bunny rabbits here, affirming to her fertility, all the little flowers here, the things that are happening around her. She can feel the magic, the connection. Nobody else is around to affirm that. There's nobody else around. Maybe it's because they can't feel that connection, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't. And it doesn't mean that her intuition is, flawed in some way. We need her. We need people like her, right? We need people like white buffalo calf woman to bring peace offerings to the world. We need that yin and yang, that balance. It's what allows us to have experiences, to learn, to grow, to gain that knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom comes with time, with patience, with experiences. And it's all about perceiving life as, your dream unfolding. And it comes with learning how to be flexible, learning how to become an alchemist, learning how to become authentic and true, and recognizing the power of your free will choice. Your free will choice to be truly authentic, to be truly pure to who you are, and to create a legacy. You're never alone. This is so amazing to me. All right, this energy of union, of partnership, of there's a bond between you, your soul, and another person. I feel like you are coming together with another person. If you haven't already, there's something here. If you are creating with another, you're creating a legacy. You're creating a legacy for future generations that is so abundant, so beautiful, so fruitful that, you will only look back in gratitude. If you look back, it's in gratitude. If you look back, it's like, I feel like even here, there's this energy of protection. There's nothing from the past that can harm you anymore. You are protected. And it's all because of your choice to align, to accept life, to accept love, to be your true authentic self, to share from your heart, to honor your emotions, to honor your passions, and to honoring peace, and to recognizing, the flaws. I love that flawsomeness. There's just so much more I could say. But I truly hope that this message did bring affirmation to you and your dreams unfolding and what's happening right now, and your power of choice, to continue choosing to be the amazing person that you are. I don't think that you can really make a wrong choice or a bad choice for yourself, because no matter what choice you make, you're always going to learn from it. That's just how you are, and whatever it is, it's going to make you stronger, more flexible, more adaptable, more aware of what's happening, and allow you to also become more practical and simple at the same time. Okay, so I love this. I think you're amazing, and I say definitely, embrace this opening up to your good, receiving all of it with joy, with pleasure, with gratitude, and just know that it's all perfect. Okay, it's all perfect. Even when we receive things sometimes, just one quick thing here to end the message. Sometimes when we receive gifts from the universe, we may question them simply because they have flaws or they're not perfect, right? But it's like, really, if you look at yourself, can you really say that you're perfect or unflawed? You can't. So you are a gift to somebody, and they're going to receive you, with all of your imperfections, with all of your flaws, with all of your bad habits, not just the good, right? It's like there's a part of recognizing that we're human, and I probably would be considered to have some bad habits by certain people, and to other people I'm like way too good for my own good. It's like I can never please anyone. I'm either too good, I'm too bad, I'm too this, I'm too that, or I'm just neutral and plain, or I could do a little bit of more of this, or it's like there's always, I think it's funny now. I used to, really take things to heart, especially from my family. But now I've learned that that's just who they are. It's how they perceive things. And I laugh now sometimes because it's like, there'll be days where literally like someone will tell me like I'm too soft and quiet, and then in the same day someone will say you're too loud and you're too much, or you're too this or you're too that. It's just like I own that because I interact with so many different types of people that, of course, I'm going to receive a lot of different feedback, and it's up to me to define who I am. Like, I don't base myself off of the opinions of other people, but I do listen, I do observe, I do take what they're saying to heart in terms of, you know, am I truly it's like learning how to respond to each person no matter where they're coming from in love, to see that they may be in an energy that isn't as aware of things as I am. And so for me to get upset, for example, is pointless, because maybe their intentions were not anywhere near what I think they are. I feel like this is more so about you really tuning into your own emotions and being really connected to your emotions and what's right for you. And I feel like you have a lot of knowledge. And so it's being able to feel the knowledge that actually pertains to you, because even if something's true, it may not pertain to you in this life. It may not pertain to your dream unfolding. It may be something that's really great to know, and the wisdom is wonderful, and maybe you have a piece of wisdom to offer to someone else. However, there's something here about seeing that you don't have to attach yourself to every single wisdom that's out there, every single knowing that's out there. Otherwise, you would never do anything. It would just be all way too overwhelming. Okay. If you feel you're somebody that, for example, is, someone who can work with fire, who can play with fire, then you may be someone who has that ability. You have the passion, you have the connection, the understanding to fire. That may be a truth for you. However, for someone else, fire may not be their thing. They may be more of a water person. And just because fire brings out this, quality within you, it may not be for them. They may be someone who actually feels more passionate in their emotions, in their watery element, than they do around fire and heat. So it's really knowing yourself, and it's knowing how to work with your own energies and how to transmute, transmit, alchemicalize, harmonize, and really remain. It's like we get to a place where we remain neutral. The zero point of neutrality is where we feel most fulfilled and content in our lives. At least that's what I've learned from my own experience. So remaining flexible with your dreams, remaining flexible with the energies that are around you, allow you to feel that aligned contentment. I feel like the dream is always alignment, more so than it is actually like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want that. Because when we're aligned, we notice that what we want just sort of starts to manifest or be attracted around us, whether we were actively looking for it or not. So this was a very long message. I truly hope it resonated. Definitely take what resonates, leave the rest. And I just thank you again for being you. And I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. Sending all my infinite love. As always, you guys, take care. Peace. Hello, group number 3. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your soul wants you to know at this time. We have follow the moon. Number 13, follow the moon. Dream time, creation. Oh, I love this. Open your heart to love, Jesus. Arrow, focus. We have deep knowing, number 43. Wow. Third chakra, Archangel Hamiel. Clarity, number 17. We have Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Wow. My body is a mirror of my inner thoughts and beliefs. I nourish it with good foods and healthy exercise. With every breath I take, I'm getting healthier and healthier. Wow. Okay. So you are very in tune right now with your emotions, your intuition. And I feel like you're really being refined right now to focus on your dreams, what's really important to you right now, and being able to create them in a way that is really true for you. I feel like you've been quiet for a while. There's this deep knowing within you. You're very intuitive, okay? And there's a lot coming through for you right now when it comes to creating your dreams. You're being asked to focus. Through focus, you're going to find clarity. And the way that we focus truly is by opening our hearts. If our heart is closed, if our heart feels wounded, if we feel like we can't open our heart fully, we have a very hard time receiving the clarity that comes when it comes to manifesting our dreams, the next action step to take, what we should be thinking about. We may even feel a little bit frustrated or depressed, and kind of like we don't want to actually speak, only because we're not sure if what we're speaking is truly aligned with our dreams. You know, it's like there's, I feel like you've reached a point where it's like you don't want to mess anything up, which is completely understandable. I feel like you've been through a lot, but with the third chakra here, your solar plexus, you're really being given this, like, it's like an energy. You feel it in your gut to take action, right? I feel like there's a lot of inspired ideals, ideals and ideas. Okay. Inspired ideals and ideas that you have, that you've been holding on to for quite some time, learning about, and they're with you. Okay. You're taking them with you. These are like very inspired ideas, very inspirational in terms of how you can, it's like they're useful for you now and in the future. And I feel like you're kind of in transition right now from one place to the next. It can feel a little challenging and frustrating, but it's like the dreams, you know, whatever is manifesting is well worth it. Like, you're willing to go through frustrations and challenges because you know that these dreams are so worth it. You know that when they begin really manifesting, when you start really experiencing the manifestation of your dreams, that you feel there's going to be such an ease that comes with it, such a relaxed feeling that comes with it, a knowing. You have this deep knowing within you. You're very wise. You're very in tune with the flow of the cycles of life, and the focus. Being asked to focus, being asked to be like laser focused on your dreams right now, despite any fears that are around you, because when our heart is closed, we feel all that fear like tenfold. When our heart opens, the fear dissolves into the light. right? The fear dissolves into the love. It returns to the love that it is. So, for example, if there's energies or people around you that are in fear and you open your heart, they're either going to feel that, and there's like this alchemical transformation where they embrace the love, or they feel like a discord with it and they want to back away. I almost got a vision. It's like I just received a quick vision of like a little boy and a little girl, and the little boy like always chasing the girl around the playground is what I'm seeing. And she's like, no, stay away from me. And as soon as she is like, okay, kiss me, I'm going to get you, he runs away, right? Like there's this feeling of like, once you just kind of open your heart and say yes to love, what is truly in love is, it's like you'll see it so clearly. It's like glue, it just naturally attracts. You see Jesus, like all the animals are around him, they want to be around him, they feel good and safe around him, they feel loved by him, they know he's not going to hurt them. His heart is open. If his heart were to be closed, he may be wanting to feel alone and isolate himself. He may not be feeling like, petting the animals or holding the animals because he feels so bad inside, right? There's nothing wrong with feeling that way per se. It's more so recognizing like how it affects everything around us when we're in that energy of having a closed heart. So I feel like your soul's really guiding you to move forward with an open heart, and what is going to solidify that for you and make it feel really safe and easy to do is by speaking your truth and only the truth. And I mean speaking the truth and only the truth. And this is something I've had to learn to master, and it was very challenging for me. It was so challenging for me that I had to start writing in a journal every single day so that I could write out the things that were inside of me that were not so love and light, that were not so beautiful, so that I could get them out of my body, and I didn't know where they were coming from. But as I began writing them, I could feel and pick up on and pinpoint where they were coming from, therefore allowing me to say, okay, I see things for what they are. I'm going to focus on what is the truth. And that's why I was actually absent from here for a while, because I made a commitment to myself to speak the truth and only the truth. So when I open my mouth, when the words come out of my mouth, they are aligned with truth. If I have feelings inside me or thoughts within me that I know are not aligned with truth energy, and I'm talking about truth like love, the energy of love, the template of love, the life force energy, the soul energy. If I have feelings of disagreement with another person, I express my feelings on paper now so that I can get a better idea of what's really going on. And if I have something to say, if I feel like I need to say something, I'm very mindful now that what I'm speaking to affirms and reflects the truth of life itself, the truth of love itself, not just, well, this happened or that happened and blah, blah, blah. Like, I've really had to learn to let all that go because it was never serving me in the first place. What serves me each and every time is speaking the truth and only the truth. The Queen of Swords, if the truth is not being spoken, she is silent. She is not going to mess around with entertaining ideas that are false or fear-based. She's not going to entertain people just to make them feel better. She is all about the truth. She will speak the truth, give the truth, align with the truth, and that is it. There's no question or thought about it in her mind. If there's no truth to be spoken, she's silent. So if, for example, you're speaking to someone, but there's no way they're going to receive the truth, there's no point in having a conversation with them. You can do that from afar by just sending them, good thoughts and good love. You don't even have to know what those thoughts are. Like I see her sitting on the throne here. The air is clear, the birds are flying, the butterflies landing on her sword. She's able to and look at how big her sword is. The Queen of Swords has a very big sword. Very big sword. And it's like, are you sure you want to speak to the Queen of Swords? Because she's not going to entertain anything that is not serving and beneficial of love, of the legacy that she's creating, that she's, responsible for. So I feel like you have a lot of support here from your spirit team, your angelics, the ancestors, the wisdom, right? The wisdom of life itself. We have, three people here that are focused on clarity, that are creating this. And I love this because there's three people in this card. Whenever you focus with at least one other person beside yourself, three is a magical number too. When there's the power of three people focused on, clarity together, focused on truth together, that energy is amplified in many ways. You're attracting that similar clarity energy to you. It's like they're focused on clarity and the light. I think they're holding, it almost looks like amethyst is what they're holding, but it's almost like by focusing on clarity with their shared intention, this light is manifested out of nowhere. So I'm feeling like if there's anyone, particular groups or people that you listen to that resonate with you, that's going to help you quite a bit. Focusing on similar goals, similar energetic unfoldments of whatever it is that your dream aligns with. You're very intuitive, and it's beneficial for you to follow the cycles of the moon. The cycles, maybe you're into astrology, things that have to do with energetic templates, learning about chakras, learning about energy frequencies, learning from different mentors or guides, but specifically those that are aligned with whatever it is you're focused on, okay? Where you can speak truth freely if it needs to be spoken. The truth is silent, honestly. So it's a feeling, like Jesus standing here. I'm being shown, it's like Jesus standing here and the animals are just with him. There's no doubt in their minds or his minds. His heart's open, and there's no control here. There's no, you have to stay by my side. It's just, oh, hey friend, how are you? And even here it's like the truth is speaking for itself. It may be burdensome to carry some of these inspired ideas, but you're doing the work. You're the one who has your arms around it. You're the one protecting it. You're the one carrying it forward. And that is very, very, very much recognized. It's like the moon here, the owl on top of the moon. And it's almost like there's another moon, right? There's like a deep knowing. Are their eyes closed? It looks like it. It looks like the eyes are closed in the owl, but I can't tell. Definitely in the moon. But it's like you know these things even with your eyes closed. So you're being asked to focus right now, like pinpoint, laser focused on what it is that's important to you, and make sure that you're in that energy where you've set intentions to open your heart. When I say make sure your heart's open, I mean it's like intend for your heart to be open, intend for your heart to be open, to be protected. And as you intend for your heart to open, I almost am like sensing, it's like ask for, the light to surround you. Ask for the wisdom to surround you always. Just make that intention very clear. If you have to say that out loud, that's fine. It's the truth. Tuning into the ancestors that have walked this path before, that have had success in this path, that understand the deep magic that occurs between humanity and nature itself. Okay, and with every breath you take, you're getting healthier and healthier. It's almost like I'm seeing the breath, I'm seeing breath work, I'm seeing energy work in relation to your body. Your body is a mirror of inner thoughts, beliefs. So nourish it with good foods and healthy exercise. Our body is a mirror of our inner thoughts and beliefs. So if you believe in health, you're going to naturally choose things to eat that are healthy for you. I, for example, drink my greens every day. It allows me to make, I feel better when I drink my greens every day versus making myself, and I feel like this too. It's like whatever brings ease to your life is going to help tremendously. Instead of focusing on just eating healthy all day long, or like I'm seeing like eating like fruits and vegetables. Get yourself some greens where it's all in there. Drink it once, in the morning, and the rest of the day you're naturally going to make choices for your body that are in alignment, even balance. You'll be able to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. And healthy exercise doesn't necessarily have to be going to the gym every day. To me, it's more about aligning with a healthy mind, a healthy lifestyle, healthy thoughts. So If you get up in the morning, for example, and drink your greens, and the ones I have taste delicious, so I like drinking them and I feel so much better. My body feels so much better. It's so easy to do. Drink them, a few minutes, it's done. And it could even be stretching your body, doing some stretching in the morning. It could just simply be, that you love to be outside in nature. You like to go for a walk. You like to work around your house, and even in that movement, that's exercise. Whatever it is that is supportive to your well-being is good for you. And I feel like your body right now, it's like you're really tuning into thoughts that are healthy. With every breath you take, you're getting healthier and healthier. So it's like, as you speak truth and only truth, you're going to feel healthier. It's that powerful. Versus speaking things that are not rooted in truth, that are more so based in emotion, like he said, she said kind of thing. That kind of those kind of dynamics are fading out of your life, and as they are released, as you let go, as you're focused more on speaking truth, you're going to feel those effects in your body. Your body will reflect it. You'll just feel better. You'll feel better. It's really quite amazing. And I feel like this third chakra activation, like you're going to feel in your gut like this energy that just causes you to get up and take action on things. It's similar to, like, if you want to maybe redecorate your house, but you just have been tired, you haven't been feeling like it, and then you choose to align with, this energy of feeling good in your environment. And so maybe it doesn't happen overnight, but then one day you just get up and you've been having your vision boards, or you whatever, maybe you have a day off where you haven't been so busy, and you just have this energy all of a sudden to go through and do whatever it is you want to do. And that comes from focusing on what's important to you. And I feel like right now too, it's been sort of like a burdensome energy where you may not have felt like you had a lot of energy to focus on creating the dream, yet whatever this is has required your energy and your attention, and you're about to be able to put those burdens down, that weight down, which then frees up your energy to invest in the continuing unfoldment of your dreams. Okay, so open your heart to love. Keep opening your heart to love. Don't ever stop opening your heart to love. And if you feel your heart closing down, it's okay. Allow that truth to comfort you in a way where you don't need to speak, you don't need to share, you don't need to express. Maybe you only need to comfort yourself at that time, writing, journaling, meditating, um, taking a walk in nature by yourself, whatever it is that feels nourishing to your heart and spirit, that's aligned with truth. Taking time to dream and create. This is a wonderful time for you to really tune into your dreams, that creative energy, and have fun with it. Enjoy it. And you may even be aware of how the moon cycles are affecting your creativity and your inspiration. Like, when this is a time to honor my emotions, this is a time to honor my visions, this is a time to honor my physical body, this is a time for me to honor my reflections, whatever it is, like, give yourself that ability to be flexible and move and fluid with whatever's coming up for you at this time. And it's all about being focused on, your priorities, your goal, your dream, whatever that is. Okay, let's read this postcard from Spirit. It says, with love, dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep your inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. I totally can relate to this because I'm a Gemini. I see myself often as the Queen of Swords, and I probably beat myself up worse than anyone out there. That's just a part of learning how to become masterful in my own thought process, my own communication, and probably also why I really enjoy sharing wisdom with others and sharing what I've learned through my trials and tribulations. The Queen of Swords, she's very refined. It's taken her years and years of learning from her mistakes, learning how to uphold the truth within her own heart and soul, learning how to have an open heart and be aligned with the truth, and um, the beauty that is life. Because I feel like a lot of us, we go through experiences and the truth somewhat can harden us. The fear, it's actually the fear that hardens us. It's not necessarily the truth. The truth sets us free. And I know it can feel opposite of that sometimes as we're going through it. But once you begin playing with your own thoughts and seeing where they come from. That's why I feel like journaling for you will be very helpful, very beneficial, because you can feel as you're writing, and practice journaling in a way that's more like automatic writing. So, like, I'll sit down when I'm feeling like thoughts become overwhelming, or I'm feeling very negative thoughts and I'm like, this is not me. Where is this coming from? And my feelings are triggered or whatever it is. So I'll get out my notebook, and whatever thoughts I hear without judgment, I will write them down, even if they're the nastiest, most horrible thoughts you could ever imagine. I will write them down because I know no one's going to see them, right? And that's like, I don't even know what these thoughts are until I write them out, because a lot of the times, my heart's open. So I'll feel it. I feel it all. And I'm like, why am I feeling this way? And so I'll get out my notebook and I'll start writing. It's like I'll hear one word at a time and I just write it down. And before you know it, I have this whole paragraph or a couple of pages of exactly what I'm feeling, exactly what these thoughts are. And I can look at them and say, okay, I know now where that's coming from. I know what it's connected to. I know the situation it's connected to, which allows me to then look at it from that bird's eye view, transmute, approach it. I don't even have to say anything at that point. It just, the understanding, right? The understanding allows me to have peace with it and closure with it, and doesn't bring it up anymore. It's like, I'm aware of that, cool. And everything I'm doing every day is to become more aligned with who I am, or just, more refined, or more understanding, more empathic, whatever it is. With every breath I take, I'm getting healthier and healthier. So it's like when we become aware of what's happening, that in itself leads to health, right? The awareness of something and knowing that we have the power to do something about it, right? So it's like, these things may seem very simple, but the power of our thoughts is everything. You're becoming a master of the mind. You are a mastermind. A mastermind, okay, with a very beautiful heart full of dreams. Your emotions are so beautiful. And when you get to experience your emotions in the dream, in that dreamy energy, it's like, that's what life's about. It's not all about struggle and getting somewhere and all of this. You have this deep knowing that life is meant to be clear, and you're focusing, you're learning how to refine yourself, you're learning how to grow at your own pace, what's right for you. You're learning about your gifts, your talents, your ability to communicate, to receive honest, truthful communication, template information, even from nature itself, from your soul. And when you feel those, when you receive those insights and downloads, you're going to also feel that in your body. You're going to feel the charge of energy that's like natural, that feels very good. You're going to feel healthier. That's something you feel and experience. And that in itself is the affirmation that what you're doing is in alignment with who you are and what you want in this life. Okay. You have this very deep knowing. So as you're moving through illusions, which are, I'm feeling at this time, very thought based, you're going to feel better and better and better. You're going to be speaking only truth energy, which in itself is better and better. When you speak truth energy comes back to you. Okay. And I think that in itself is going to make such a big difference in your life that it almost feels unbelievable at times, but it's really true. So enjoy this process. Enjoy the universe reflecting back to you your own truth. Enjoy feeling healthier every day, okay? Enjoy feeling better in your body. Enjoy feeling more sure of your own intuition, your own knowing. Enjoy the clarity, enjoy the focus. Focus often comes through um, when we're in a fearful state. Okay, so stay focused in love. That's what's going to hit the mark. The love is what's going to allow your arrow to hit the mark. If you're in fear, if you're in fear, it's like on this card, the arrows are just kind of going everywhere. They don't really know where to go. So when you're in love, it knows, you know what you're focused on. You know what that dream is. Okay, so it's a time for you to really create your dreams, to stay focused on creating your dreams and enjoy the creation of those dreams, which are very much aligned with truth and beauty. Beautiful energy, quality energy, the energy that feels fulfilling in your heart and soul. And these inspired ideas that you've been carting around for a while, okay, that they've not only made you extremely strong and resilient, but they've also given you a belief in yourself that no one can take away from you. Okay, these ideas were given to you for a reason. They're very inspired and they're all fruitful and they're all going to grow and they're all going to stay with you for many, 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 many years, maybe even lifetimes to come, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so it's like there's something here where you had to go through some things in refining and challenges with your body where you really felt the energy, the it's like your body feels it more than ever. And it's all about feeling better in your body. It's all about feeling healthier, more aligned, more youthful, more energized, more vitality, more colorful, more youth, more everything. And you know, it's like there's this wonderful quality to the Queen of Swords where when you're in that energy of speaking the truth, you know, and only the truth, it's like peaceful because you realize you don't really even have to speak all the time. There's not a lot that you have to say. And I'm saying you have to say. You could say a lot if you choose to, if it's in alignment with you, if it's serving, but because of this knowing of truth within you, you can take that pressure off yourself of knowing that you know, there's no reason for you to speak just to entertain the fear that's around you. You don't have to. And there's a freedom that comes with that. You know, Jesus doesn't need to speak to all these animals to be like, I love you. I love you, animals. He can. And the animals will be like, oh, we love you too, you know, in their own way. But he can simply stand here if he wants to. And just, you know, the animals can simply stand here. They don't need to purr or, you know, let him know, but they do naturally, right? Like it's a natural thing. So this is really beautiful. You're really entering into a very naturally aligned time for yourself, a deep knowing, a purity, an experience that you know the power of your thoughts and you're going to enjoy the power of your thoughts now. You're going to enjoy them. Like, wow, like it's so powerful. It's really beautiful. You're going to enjoy them in so many ways, more ways than I think you ever imagined. Um, it's really beautiful, really all inclusive, and there's so much that's unfolding for you right now. Okay, so take it one day at a time, go slow and steady. Allow it all to manifest. It's so beautiful. It's so multidimensional, okay? There's no hurry, there's no rush. This is your life and it's one day at a time so that you can experience it all. There's so much. I just feel so much. I love the double queen sword energy. It's like your thoughts. Mind your thoughts and really focus on your thoughts right now, where they're coming from, where they're going. Truth does not need to be spoken necessarily, but when you speak it will be the truth. Okay, and there's great power in that. It's like your soul wants you to know there's great power in speaking truth and not speaking truth, however that resonates or relates to you in some way. Because I'm even seeing here like the three people with the clarity. No words are being spoken. And if there are words being spoken, they're in alignment with clarity. Whatever that intention is. It's like if your intention is clarity, then speak to clarity. You know, if your intention is health, speak to health. Everything else is very intuitive. You know, there's a deep knowing here that's very unspoken, and that's where our truth is spoken from, the unspoken. It's very, very fascinating. This is very fascinating. But this is an amazing message. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm truly grateful for each of you. So grateful that you're on this journey with me. And I definitely look forward to all the messages that come through for each and every one of you. And I look forward to being back here with you all again very soon. So, with that, thank you all for tuning in. I truly hope that this just affirmed where you're at and also provided some wisdom and support moving forward. Keep being yourself. Keep being amazing. Thank you for being the amazing being of truth that you are. I'm sending you so much infinite love as always. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.